Man, Marvel was not playing around, were they? So last night at San Diego Comic-Con, Kevin Feige dropped a bombshell in Hall H for Marvel Studios' presentation and released tons of information about the future of the MCU, closing up Phase 4 and revealing Phase 5 and even some stuff for Phase 6. They've got stuff that they revealed at San Diego Comic-Con that is going to be legit, not even going to be in theaters for another 3 years. So they pretty much laid out the slate. And I'm going to give my thoughts on the overall package here on this video. And in the coming days and weeks, I'm going to do individual videos on each one of these Marvel announcements. So look forward to that here on the channel. Also, if you're asking about my thoughts on Vince McMahon, I recorded an entire podcast of the KLB, the Lucha Brothers, K-Fabulous Lucha Brothers Wrestling Show. Look it up online. And I did a whole hour podcast about it on Friday when the news came out. So let's talk about the MCU. So first of all, I have to give my thoughts too. I genuinely believe, and I'm being real honest with y'all, that even though Feige had a plan, I think that he course corrected. I think that it was clear that the criticism of Phase 4 and how it had been a bit disjointed, he probably knew about it. He probably studied it, and like a good businessman, because as a producer and as a businessman you should do this, he course corrected and made some changes. Because if you remember, originally, the Fantastic Four was supposed to end Phase 4. We had heard that, like, what, 2-3 years ago? That's all been changed. Phase 5 has been squeezed into Phase 4. Now Phase 4 will end this November with Black Panther Wakanda Forever. That's going to be the end of Phase 4. And I believe that before then we also have She-Hulk and I think there's one more show before the end of Phase 4, but that's going to be it. Then we have Phase 5, and he confirmed 12 new entries, both Disney Plus shows as well as movies, coming into Phase 5, which is going to start next year, early next year. So here's the lineup. And I'm going to go through and give some small comments on these, but I'll do whole videos on them, okay? So, and we're going to get to Avengers and everything here in a minute. So, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania comes out February 17th, 2023. That's supposed to actually introduce the more evil version of Kang as one of the villains. Now, you got to understand something about Kang. Kang is, without question, the villain of this arc. And if you don't know about Kang the Conqueror, there are many different versions of Kang. Due to time travel shenanigans, there's a lot of different versions. So you might see the good guys kill a variety of different Kangs until we get to the real boss. This will be followed by Secret Invasion, spring 2023. That's going to be the Samuel L. Jackson show on Disney Plus. I am looking forward to that, though, because I love Sam Jackson. And I love the whole Nick Fury story with the Skrulls and all that stuff. I'm down for all that stuff. May 5th, 2023, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. James Gunn has said that will be the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy, so it's probably going to be a sad movie. Obviously, some of them are going to die. I'm sure some will stick around in the MCU in the future, but Guardians of the Galaxy will be coming to an end next May. And that makes sense because April and May are usually the months that the big movies like the Avengers come out, so there you go. But that might change here with Phase 6, but I'll get to that here in a minute. Echo, summer 2023. I couldn't care less about this show. Maybe it'll be good. I personally have no investment in the Echo character. She was cool in Hawkeye, but that's it. Low-Key Season 2, summer 2023. Now, this I have been looking forward to, and I'm very excited about it because, number one, I love Low-Key Season 1, but also this will continue the Kang the Conqueror story. And I believe if everything that I'm thinking is going to happen, I think that with Kang the Conqueror, I think they're really going to flesh out the character in Low-Key Season 2. I think they're going to crank things up a lot in Phase 5. Phase 4 was sort of like the foundation. Phase 5 is where things are going to really pick up. Then we have The Marvels, July 28, 2023. Now, that was supposed to originally be Captain Marvel 2. I'm going to assume that both Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel will be in it, among other characters. So, that's going to be in the summer of 2023. Obviously, Captain Marvel was not a very well received Marvel movie, so they changed the name. They're going to have it be more of a team thing, and it is what it is. I remember as a kid, the Marvel's comic book came out with art by Alex Ross, and it was beautiful. Then, November 3rd, 2023, Blade returns to theaters. No Wesley Snipes, but Blade will be coming back in his own movie. This will be followed by Ironheart, fall of 2023, so October, November. I am looking forward to Ironheart because the Iron Lad storyline is probably going to get either paid off or begin there, which will lead into Phase 6. So I am looking forward to it, even though I'm not sure if it'll be a big deal for me based on everything else going on at the time with the MCU. We don't have spoilers for this whole saga yet. Then we have in the winter of 2023-2024, which means December of 2023, January 2024, we have Agatha, Coven of Chaos, based, of course, on the Agatha character from WandaVision. I wouldn't be surprised if Wanda is in that show, among with other stuff. That'll be the magic kind of show, and right now I'm not really invested in it, to be honest with you, but if they have a trailer or something like that, maybe I'll check it out. Maybe it'll be cool. Daredevil Born Again. Now, this is the one that everyone is losing their minds over. Daredevil Born Again. Charlie Cox returns to portray Daredevil on Disney Plus. It's going to be, I think, 18 episodes. 18 episodes, and that's going to be spring 2024. That's going to be a massive show, because the Netflix Daredevil show was huge, and having Charlie Cox come back beyond just No Way Home is going to be awesome. Captain America New World Order, May 3rd, 2024. That's, of course, going to be a story mostly about Falcon and Bucky, following up on the Falcon and Winter Soldier show that came out last year. I'm curious if Chris Evans will be in that, because we did hear that Chris Evans did sign a deal to come back for one more movie, and it wasn't Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. He wasn't in that. So that means that he might be in this. Now, notice how originally, when they first announced Phase 4, a lot of these projects were either they didn't have dates or they were in different locations. That's all been changed. They now have they've shifted gears and gone in a different direction. Then we have Thunderbolts, July 26, 2024. That could be good, especially if it's gritty. I'm expecting that to be more of a gritty show, and I am looking forward to it. So they also announced that Phase 4, 5, and 6 is going to be called the Multiverse Saga. The Infinity Saga was Phase 1, 2, and 3. Phase 4, 5, and 6 is the Multiverse Saga. Oh, and I should mention, because I almost forgot to say this, not only is Charlie Cox confirmed, but so is Vincent D'Onofrio. So right now they've got all of the players pretty much, there. Now, when it comes to Phase 6, that's the one where they haven't revealed everything yet. There's all kinds of rumors about Deadpool and the X-Men movie called The Mutants and all kinds of different things going on. But we know that Fantastic Four will begin Phase 6. Remember, that was supposed to end Phase 4. Now Fantastic Four will be beginning Phase 6 November 8th, 2024, followed by what's going to be a huge year in movies, 2025, folks. Avengers, The Kang Dynasty, May 2nd, 2025. And then later on the same year, Avengers Secret Wars, November 7th, 2025. We have been talking about the Secret Wars rumor now for 2 years almost. This has been the plan, along with Kang being the lead villain of this arc, like the main antagonist of this story arc. And that's going to all get paid off in 2025. It's funny because Kevin Feige said, remember, he said just a few weeks ago, actually, a couple months ago, he said that there would not be any more Avengers titles. That from now on, movies in the MCU will not be called Avengers. Well, he must have realized that the name Avengers is a very big marketable brand name. And it is. You can't deny it. Every Avengers movie that's come out with that name has broken records, right? So they're bringing the name back May of 2025, November 2025. I have a feeling that may change, though. I think that by the time we get there, they may push Avengers Secret Wars back to 2026, like what they did with Endgame. But I do like how it looks like the Kang storyline will be blown off at, like, you know, they're going to end it May 2nd, 2025, and then Secret Wars November 2nd. That might be 2026. Because they're going to announce more movies and more TV shows, but they haven't done that yet. So hopefully this at least makes people like me feel better, because it means that they actually have a plan. And I knew they had a plan, don't get me wrong, but I like the fact that Feige course corrected. And that's a big deal. And there's more announcements coming. Way more announcements coming next year at San Diego Comic-Con, along with later this year about what's coming. Like I said, I'll be doing videos on all of this, on every single title, probably with Hayden like we did a couple years ago when they first announced Phase 4. We'll be talking all about that with him, and there's going to be more announcements and news coming out. But man, Marvel stole the show, folks. They stole the fucking show at San Diego Comic-Con. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And does it get you hyped for MCU again? I think for me it does. I don't know if I'm going to see everything in time. I'm going to try to. But we'll see, man. It's pretty cool, bro. It's pretty cool. Anyways, take care of yourself, y'all. And I'll have way more to talk about in the coming days and weeks about this. We all will. Take care. Talk to you soon.